In the spring of 2013, the love of my life and I broke up. Well, if we're being frank, she left me. I was devastated. I thought she was the one. I thought we were going to get married and live happily ever after, and that just wasn't the case. What ensued after that was a relentless pursuit of goal setting and redefining of my priorities. Goals and priorities that included homeownership by the time I was 35. Now, I'll spare you from the rest, but in my moment of complete loss, for some reason owning a home meant achievement to me. Owning a home would somehow serve as this crowning moment in my adult life. We can go into the weeds on why that is, but I feel that's not relevant. What matters is while I set that goal in 2013, at 30 years old, I wouldn't achieve it until 2020. I served in Afghanistan from 2011 to 2012 with the Air Force Reserves, earning me a guaranteed VA home loan. But, I sat on this government-backed ticket into homeownership for 7 years. 7 years. And why? Well, I had it set in my mind that I would need to make more money than I currently did to afford the mortgage. I believed that I needed a ton of money for a down payment which I just could not muster at the time. I also feared that my credit was too low. And, with the VA home loan, I believed I had to live in one place for 5 years. All reasons that stemmed from just being intimidated by the process, and I couldn't have been more wrong. While those three mental reservations kept me from taking the leap, factors such as bad credit, and being okay with life renting my 2-bedroom apartment with my new girlfriend at the time also put the homeownership goal on the back burner. Looking back, I don't regret it. I had a great life in that 2-bedroom apartment. When that girlfriend and I broke up, I stayed in the apartment for 1 more year, and had it not been for an increase in rent, I would probably be staying there to this day. However, after living in the same complex for 5 years, regardless of the reason, increased rent really pissed me off. I decided to co-rent this house that doubled as an Airbnb through a company called Loftium. I would save a ton of money doing so, and use that to boost my credit in order to finally buy a house. This plan worked very well for about 3 months before the effects of the pandemic crippled the travel industry. This resulted in me having to move out again while the owner of the Airbnb tried to recoup losses from the lack of bookings. Frustrated, I said to myself, "Fine. I am done with this. I am going to at least talk to someone about finally using this VA home loan I've been sitting on for years and see what I can do." What took place would take a long time to explain, but the end result was landing a home that was perfect for me. This 3-bedroom, 2.5 bath, 2-story house was the perfect find. And it was cheaper than renting the 2-bedroom apartment. When all was said and done, and I sat in my new living room, and while I was as proud as I'd ever been, I wanted to kick myself for waiting so damn long. While I don't beat myself up over it too much, I do often wonder what would have happened if I just got over the many self-imposed mental hurdles and gave it a shot earlier. The point of this is, if you're reading this, or watching this video and want to own a home, don't be the one that decides you're not capable. Talk to someone who's been there. Talk to someone in the field you can trust, and you may find out, as I did, that you're not as far from homeownership as you may think, and if it's something you truly want, you owe it to yourself to pursue it.